And this is, you see all these phone entries. There are, I think, about 1,200 phone entries in here. This client uses our multi-server phone load balance login feature, which is very easy to use with web phone especially. What you can do is you create an account on every one of your ViciDial Astra servers, and then the system will see how many agents are logged into each active running server. And then it will load balance those logins across the servers so you have an even load disbursement. If for any reason any of those servers goes down, all the agent that's logged into that server has to do is log out, log back in. They're on a different server. So that's adds to fault tolerance and redundancy across the system. Let's see, Matt Monitor. And let's pick one of these calls to listen to. Oops. Invalid. Oh, that's right. I didn't use my phone login. I used. Oh, now I have to go back to that. Yeah, well, not on this network, but yeah, that's something that we've built in. There we go. What we're actually working on now is integrating. Zoiper's created a customized version of their web phone that is actually about the size of this blue bar at the top. And it's just going to go right at the top, and as soon as they go in, it'll log them in, and they'll just be able to click and listen streaming live. Yeah, let's pick this one. Apparently I'm having computer slow, there we go. Computer slow issues, there we go. So this is a live call. And I probably shouldn't be playing this, but this was inbound and the caller was told the call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Oh, she didn't close the sale. Oh, well. And of course, you know, you all heard me talking. That was a blind transfer or a blind monitor. She didn't know she was being listened to. There is a log kept in the system of every time a manager or somebody clicks to listen, although we don't really have a display for it. But we also added a feature for one of our Italian clients that will actually unblind the blind monitoring and notify in very large blinking red letters that you are being monitored. So that is also an option that you can enable on the system. But any other questions? Yeah. Well, you just add servers. That's right. ViciDial is a multi-server system. Starting at 25 seats, you could do all in one. 50 seats, you need to break off the web and database to a separate machine, and you'll add another server. Now I'm talking like 4-to-1 predictive dialing here. And I'm talking also single quad-core machine, 4 gigs of RAM. We're not talking massive monolithic machines. Our real goal has been to just scale horizontally just by adding machines, not adding more single points of failure. The database is really the only single point of failure, but there are ways around that. You can do master-slave with failover. MySQL clustering does not work because it's not designed for real-time applications. It's designed for transactional applications, which this is not. But master-slave with failover will give you redundancy depending on how you set it up. You can set up heartbeat. You can set up master-slave. We have one client that has master with 3 slave servers. One is an untouched failover, and then 2 are used for reporting. So you can scale to, we've only architected a system for up to 500 agents currently. The largest that we have functional with clients on it is 350 seats. And those, you know, inbound, outbound, blended. we've never really pushed how far they can go. The most we've ever done with a single cluster is 200 outbound, or not 200, 2 million outbound calls in a single day on a predictive campaign. For inbound, the most we've ever handled was one of our inbound clients did a spike of 50,000 on an inbound-only system in one day. And at one point, they had, I believe it was 900 to 1,000 callers that were waiting in queue for their agents. So it was a pretty heavy day. It was a Monday, of course. But any other questions? Yeah. Dashboards for agents. Oh, okay. We don't, waiting calls, there really isn't something that shows the agent their stats currently. We haven't really gotten any requests for that. I'm sure we could add it. We've got, the administrative has it, yeah. And you can see the status of other agents using the agent's view. You can see calls in queue if there are any, and also shows you the number of calls in queue up here at the top. And an agent can look at their call log if you enable it and see and actually look at the info on the calls that they've placed. But we don't currently have any form of dashboard, but as you can see, it wouldn't be that difficult to add if we had somebody demand it or sponsor it. So.